Right now at 6, Crawford County students get a head start on their careers. And a sports medicine official on the rising number of baseball pitching injuries across all levels of the sport.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily has the night off. No one is hurt after a Coon Valley house fire this morning. Around 6 a.m., a call came in for a structure fire on Hoff Lane in Coon Valley. News 8 members at the scene described the house as being fully engulfed by the blaze. In addition to the Coon Valley Fire Department, first responders from Westby and Stoddard arrived for mutual aid. No injuries have been reported, though a cat was in the home during the fire but was seen running from the home afterwards. The Coon Valley Fire Department asks neighbors to contact them if they see the cat. Pictures of the cat can be found on their Facebook page.
Yeah, we still got some showers going on right now across some of the area. You can see Tomah, even Black River Falls, a little bit of wetness on the pavement. They're just light showers. The other thing to note is the winds. Pretty much kind of breezy to windy conditions with that east-southeast wind. For the severe threat today, tonight and tomorrow, it's very isolated. There's medium confidence with this, and it's more focused on northeast Iowa, maybe far southwest Wisconsin. Once again, very isolated. Right now, that showers have kind of pushed through the area. It was actually a little bit stronger as it hit Rochester, but then has weakened, and that's kind of been the trend overall today. Now, later on tonight, we're going to start seeing more rounds approach, and these could be a little bit stronger and definitely show the potential to be thunderstorms as we get closer to midnight, and then 2 a.m. we're going to see this kind of rotate around through the area, so you'll definitely probably hear it later tonight through about early tomorrow morning before everything kind of pushes off to the northeast. And notice the temperatures, they're not falling, they're actually going to start rising throughout the night, so you'll probably wake up into the 60s for most areas. Now tomorrow, it's really not a bad Saturday. It looked a lot worse a couple days ago, but overall looks pretty good. Get out, enjoy that, because things don't look as promising as we go to Sunday with a lot more widespread shower activity going on that could linger into Monday, and we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right, so it sounds like a one-day washout.
One day. Saturday doesn't look too bad, actually.
Not too bad. All right, thank you, Greg. Arm injuries throughout the youth and professional levels of baseball have been increasing over recent years. News 8 Now's Michael Germain spoke with one Mayo Clinic health system official on what is causing this trend. Good evening, Michael.
Ken, Dr. Andrew Jagum with Mayo Health Clinic says the issue has transcended across all levels of baseball, stating that the problem begins at the youth level. He tells me that the rate of UCL injuries and the number of arm surgeries are on the rise throughout all levels of the sport. Velocity and high pitch counts can affect a player's development, stating that if players get the chance to play at the college, minor league, or professional level, they might be predisposed to injury due to strains on their elbow or shoulder. Jagum says that in today's day and age, the game has changed drastically compared to 2 decades ago.
But really, they think the pitch velocity specifically, so these guys and gals just throwing harder and harder in today's sport than they were 20, 30 years ago. And then things like more spin rate, again, getting more kind of action on the ball to get breaking pitches to break more. That motion combined with the higher velocity is what they think is just putting more and more stress on that elbow or that ligament specifically.
He recommends not pitching a lot until you are at the high school level to eliminate wear and tear on your arm. He predicts in the future that arm injuries throughout the sport will continue to get worse before it gets better. He adds putting restrictions on pitchers at the youth level, such as pitch count, will help with the longevity of their career.
All right, Michael Germain live in our newsroom. Thank you, Michael. Mayo Clinic Health System has sold the land that includes the Washburn Community Gardens. A Mayo official says 360 Real Estate Solutions officially bought the parcels along 10th Street between Division and Ferry Street last week. The health system and 360 have been collaborating for months to get public input on the future of that space. A Washburn neighborhood representative says the community gardens have been around since 2008. Neighborhood residents have asked for 360's plans to include green space. So 360 has already shared 3 tentative design ideas for the land with those neighbors, all of which do include garden space. 360's plans also include space for 24 townhomes, 24 studio apartments, and 2 parcels for future Habitat for Humanity homes. The developer still has to go through the city, though, for both rezoning and design approval. A new all ages and abilities bike playground is coming to West Salem. Today, Aura Trails hosted a launch party at Lewis Point Park to celebrate the project entering its final fundraising phase before construction starts this summer. At today's event, attendees got a preview of the plans and tried out ramps and rollers. The sustainable design concept includes features like flow tracks, entry-level areas, and a stroll and roll path connecting parking to the trail so bikers can hop on and off as they please. If you'd like to make a donation to help make the bike playground come to life, we've got a link for you on our digital platforms. Today, high schoolers from around Crawford County got the chance to kickstart their careers. Students from 4 rural schools had the opportunity to meet with over 50 employers and colleges at the 2nd annual Crawford County Career and Community Job Fair. The day started with a presentation from a keynote speaker. Then students picked which of the 17 breakout groups they wanted to join. Some of those including agriculture, the military, and culinary arts. One teacher expressed the importance of events like these in rural communities.
When you get into bigger cities, they can go to all these different industries really quick in their backyards, whereas rural school districts have to travel a little bit further. So trying to bring all of those into one area and one building is really important to our team here.
The job fair wasn't exclusive to just students. Anyone who wanted to come was free to attend. An estimated 200 students attended the fair. If you've got the taste of adventure and have an appreciation for local art, there's an event this weekend you might be interested in. The 23rd annual Bluff Country Studio Art Tour of southeastern Minnesota features more than 30 artists at 21 locations. Those are throughout southeastern Minnesota, from Winona to the Iowa border. Each location features the work of different artists, and their work is in a variety of mediums, including wood, metal, and painting. The self-guided tour is completely free. Locations will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. both tomorrow and Sunday. You can find a map of locations that are participating in the art tour on the event's website, which we have included on our digital platforms. Today is Arbor Day, and to mark the occasion, the City of La Crosse Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Department held its 35th annual Arbor Day celebration. First Lutheran Elementary School students helped the city arborist plant a bur oak tree in honor of the holiday, and city officials spoke on the importance of preserving nature in an urban world. City arborist John Mangus says different trees will thrive in different parts of the city.
There are right trees for right locations, especially in an urban environment. So we try to stress planting trees that aren't gonna be obstructed by man-made structures. Obviously, we got a little bit easier time in the parks here.
Mangus says bur oaks are native to the region and take a long time to grow. He also says every day is a good day to plant a tree, so don't be afraid to plant one your own in honor of Arbor Day. If you'd like to see the bur oak that was planted today, you can find that one in Myrick Park. A potential debate between the two likely presidential candidates. Former President Trump suggests a meetup with President Biden as soon as next week.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off any Luxuria or Thomas Cole Sleep mattress. Plus, get interest-free financing. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices. Only at Home Sleep Express.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
Gutters and gutter protection. New seamless steel fascia gutters. New K-style aluminum gutters. Available in 25 colors, and gutter protection to keep your gutter clean. Seamless steel siding, insulated vinyl siding, standard vinyl siding. Soffit, fascia, and window trim. The Board Store Home Improvements, making aging homes new again for over 30 years. Superior products installed correctly for less than most others. New windows, door, a deck, or sunroom. The Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump could soon face off in a presidential debate. Friday, both Biden and Trump agreed to debate ahead of this year's election. In an appearance on the Howard Stern show today, Biden said he would be, quote, happy to debate Trump. It's the first time Biden has said explicitly he would debate Trump in this election cycle. Trump responding on Truth Social, suggesting several dates the two could debate, including at the courthouse Friday night while he's in New York for his hush money trial. Trump is set to campaign in Waukesha, Wisconsin next Wednesday. And speaking of the trial, the first witness in former President Trump's historic criminal trial in New York completed his testimony after several days on the stand. Trump is accused of falsifying business records in connection with a so-called hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
Former President Donald Trump returned to court Friday afternoon after defense attorneys finished cross-examining former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker. Trump's lawyer tried to cast doubt on Pecker's credibility, questioning his memory and trying to make him seem inconsistent. During his days-long testimony, Pecker explained how he and Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, worked together to catch and kill negative stories about Trump during his 2016 presidential campaign. Trump denies any wrongdoing.
It's a rigged trial. Terrible.
Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Prosecutors allege he funneled so-called hush money payments through Michael Cohen to adult film star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election.
I personally think they've got an uphill battle. They would have the jurors believe that simply an agreement to influence the election with this catch and kill practice is in and of itself illegal, but it's not. They're going to have to go the extra step of proving that federal campaign finance law violation.
Trump's former executive assistant, Rona Graff, was the next witness to take the stand. During his testimony, Pecker said he saw Graff handing invoices to Trump, which he'd review and sign. Earlier, the former president shared other complaints about the proceedings.
It's very cold in there for the purpose, I believe.
And he expressed frustration that the trial is keeping him from celebrating his wife Melania's birthday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The former president also said this morning that he listened last night to Thursday's U.S. Supreme Court arguments about his immunity case. Trump said the argument was, quote, brilliant, and he thought the justices' questions were great. Tax season has come and gone, and a local company's got a safe way to get rid of those important documents.
And yeah, we're going to have stormy night here for Friday, but we have some decent weather for Saturday. It doesn't look too bad. Unfortunately, Sunday we may go back to showers and thunderstorms. We'll time it all out, show you how much rain we'll get and what those temperatures look like going into next week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
What do we got? 25 years old, single-family house with classic signs of neglect.
Backing up a few weeks back, making noise, and that was it. Yeah, been this way.
Could have caught the warning sign sooner.
Should have called G&T, and this all would have been avoided.
I hear they're the best, Ricky.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Calling us before it's too late.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Now the tax season is over, you may be wondering what to do with your confidential documents. Well, Harder's Quick Cleanup is running a 2-day free shred event so you can dispose of your documents safely. Now today's part of the event is over, but you can still go tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon. Harder's will shred up to 100 pounds of paper for free. After that, it'll be 27 cents per pound. To participate in the free shred event, just head to the Harder's Quick Cleanup office on Larson Street. There will be signs up directing you where to go. Usually gets a pretty good turnout this time of year. La Crescent 4th graders are getting some hands-on education on protecting our water. The city of La Crescent put on the 2nd annual Water Fest at La Crescent Hoka Elementary today. Organizers set up hands-on learning stations to teach kids how water resources are crucial to human and wildlife sustainability. One city official says the festival also teaches them to be good stewards of our environment.
Whether that's turning off water, whether that's picking up trash that could be going down a storm drain, whether that's, adopting a storm drain in their neighborhood, all those things around protecting water.
Some of the stations included live fish and the chance to build their own water filters. Ludwigson says the hands-on nature of the event always makes for a fun day of learning. Well, the region is in for some storm conditions this weekend. For the full breakdown on what your weekend could look like, let's head over to Greg.
Yeah, we definitely have some storms this weekend, but we have some good breaks too for Saturday too, but there are some periods. Saturday definitely looks the better of the 2 days this weekend to be out and doing things. But really mainly dry through tomorrow afternoon. We'll kind of time out the storms tonight. Then storms maybe tomorrow afternoon to be far south areas. Could be severe. I'll show you kind of where we're expecting maybe that to happen. Most areas will remain dry throughout the day and even part of the night. Big temperature change of difference here between the low 60s near 80, and that's because of the sun or the clouds, depending on where you're at and how you get that. Otherwise, for Sunday, it looks pretty much wet. There's that severe risk further south of the area, south of I-90, but I think that's even further south than that. That is still kind of low. Otherwise, you get less of the thunderstorms as you go further north. It just turns into a general light rain. And really, as you go further north, it's kind of delayed more. It's not more until Sunday this action continues too. But for tonight, really, we've seen some of the showers come through, but they weaken as they generally lift north out of the low, which is well to the southwest. So right now, we're going to kind of see this off and on probably for the next 3 to 4 hours. It's not really till after midnight that we really see the main line or main band begin to lift or rotate into the area right there. So you'll start seeing a few more thunderstorms pop up after 10. Then that line kind of comes through the area, or multiple lines you'll see after midnight to about 3 a.m. it looks like. This one you have to keep an eye on towards 2 to 3 in the morning, just because as it approaches the area northeast Iowa, it might be a little bit of strong, and with the winds already fairly strong, it won't take much to get a pretty good strong wind gust. As that rotates up, it'll eventually clear out of the area by about 4 to 5. As you wake up tomorrow morning, generally it's going to be quiet conditions, and notice the temperatures, they're actually rising throughout the night. We should be in the low 60s by the time you get up tomorrow morning. The winds will be a factor, but the big story for tomorrow is generally dry conditions and quiet. Up to the north, there'll be more cloud cover. To the south, we'll actually start seeing the sun come out in some areas towards Crawford, Richland County, up to Vokes Field, even just maybe getting up to La Crosse, a little bit more sun. That'll help boost those temperatures down in the south up to near 80, while areas up to the north will keep that stratocumulus cloud, low cloud hanging around with the 50s. Here's those thunderstorms that may develop along this front that's going to kind of sit towards southern Wisconsin. Now, they may drift up into our area a little bit towards the evening hours, so that's the area we'll have to keep a note on if we get any strong or severe. Otherwise, everyone else will probably not see some of this activity maybe drift further up towards 10 p.m. Really, the bulk of it comes more as we go towards Sunday morning. But there's your severe threat, and really you probably can pull this line even further down right now, kind of towards really to the Wisconsin River area. It's really less of a threat as you go further north, but still, that's the area to keep out for tomorrow. Going into Sunday, it's really Sunday morning is probably going to be the wettest period of the There's your main line of showers and thunderstorms coming back up through Sunday morning. We may potentially see another break come Sunday afternoon as the low begins to lift north, but then you'll see more redevelopment going on, kind of the same type of thing. These bands kind of rotate up through the area through Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. So we'll still have to keep an eye for some stronger cells, but for right now, that looks primarily really weak given all the conditions and the cloud cover and the cooler conditions that'll be going on Sunday. But still, there's just a minor threat there going into Sunday. The other story is going to be the rainfall. Really, we're seeing pretty good rain amounts. It isn't display there. We're looking at maybe 1 to 2 inches, and a lot of that's probably going to be late Saturday through Sunday. But for tonight, we're not going to see showers and thunderstorms a couple rounds coming after 10. I think more after midnight. Temperatures actually, this is what the temperatures are right now. They'll actually warm up toward the low 60s as you wake up. Tomorrow, big difference here. Almost 80 to the south, 60 to the north. Mainly dry, but there is that thunderstorm chance for those far southern areas as we go towards the late afternoon and evening hour. And then Sunday, pretty much a washout type of day for many of the areas. Monday, still some thunderstorm potential there going on. Tuesday, we kind of dry out, but then another system comes right on its heels, and we'll have more showers and thunderstorms going on. So enjoy tomorrow. There'll be a stormy night, dry tomorrow, and then Sunday looks the worst of the 2 days.
Sure, but it's nice to have a little bit of a break on Saturday.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a look ahead at the second round of the NFL Draft. Plus, we've got some action on the pitch as the Onalaska Hilltoppers look to remain undefeated. Cade is up next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're celebrating 99 years with a huge store-wide savings event. We've worked with top manufacturers like Flexsteel, Stressless, Smith Brothers, and Canadell to bring you our best prices. And there's more, like special financing or a substantial cash discount, even free delivery. Now for a limited time only. 99 years, 4 generations, and the same family bringing you quality furniture at affordable prices. The 99th anniversary sale is happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
I'll trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care, because we get you. So get out on the road and stay safe with quality automotive parts and service at unbeatable prices. Like $100 instant savings when you buy 4 Michelin, BF Goodrich, or Uniroyal tires. 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil start at $22.99 after sale and rebate. And for all your power needs, assorted Blaine's brand vehicle batteries start at $43.99. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Cade Overton, filling in for Rob Schiff on this busy sports night. We'll start with some girls high school soccer. UWL hosting their annual girls soccer invite this weekend. A lot of very good teams participating, including the Onalaska girls, who have yet to lose a game this season. The Hilltoppers facing off with Sugar River, who has just 1 loss on the year, and the Raiders would find the net first. Jenna Gentile finds an opening inside, fires a shot into the back of the net. Sugar River takes a 1-0 lead. That would be the score at the half, but just seconds into the second frame, the Hilltoppers putting the pressure on. Amaya Tessing crosses it in, and Isabella Kramick finds the goal. We're all tied at 1. Later in the half, Tessing just outside the box, and she's going to fire in a laser, goes top shelf for the goal. That would be the difference maker. Onalaska wins 2-1. Round 2 of the NFL Draft is officially underway, and the Packers will be on the clock very soon. They've got the 9th pick in the second round. They went offensive line last night in the first round, but don't be surprised if the Packers switch over to add to the defensive side of the ball. There were a lot of offensive players taken last night, which means there are still a lot of very good defensive guys still on the board. The Vikings won't have their next pick until tomorrow, but they were the big talk of round number 1, trading up 2 separate times to get quarterback J.J. McCarthy and linebacker Dallas Turner. It was a big night for the Vikings, who are trying to build a team that can still win right now, and the new QB is excited for the opportunity.
It's going to be a fun ride, and I just can't wait to do it with a great group of people and, a great, top-down organization.
The Vikings will look to round out their draft with 5 picks on day 3. Bad news for an already thin Brewers pitching staff, as 37-year-old veteran Wade Miley will miss the rest of the season with a UCL tear and will now need Tommy John surgery. Brewers open a 3-game series against the New York Yankees starting just after 7 o'clock. NBA playoffs continue today, and the Bucks game already in the second half. They're currently trailing the Pacers halfway through the third quarter, and if that holds, the Pacers will take a 2-1 lead in the series. And with Giannis's health still in question, the team is going to have to dig deep. I'll have highlights of this one later tonight. Timberwolves also in action tonight. That game won't tip until around 9:30. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Save up to 30% off your bathroom remodel with your home improvement company. Whether you need a complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub to shower conversion, we can complete your project in as little as a day. Our installers are trained and certified professionals, so your project will be done right the first time. Call now to get this amazing offer and enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Schedule your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Spring is here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetable, and plants, all grown for this climate. Seed potatoes, onion sets, sweet onion plants, bulk seeds, succulents, citronella mosquito plants, horseradish, rhubarb, asparagus. Find unique lawn and garden decor. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's last call on a Hemi V8 1500 during Ram Truck Month. Stop into Pischke Motors now to see our great selection. Ram combines power, technology, comfort, and capability with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram's V8 Hemi 1500 has you covered. Hurry in before they're all gone for good.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
All right, there's your current radar. Like I said, a lot of the activity is pushed off to the east. The winds are there. We're still going to have the winds for this evening. We'll have more activity as we get pushed probably closer to 10 to midnight. We'll see these bands begin to approach, so you'll probably hear thunder overnight through about 2 to 3 in the morning. The good news is once we go through tomorrow, it's dry. Sunday's a different story.
Sure, but it's nice to have a little good news there, because Cade's sports report really made me sad.
R.I.P. Brewers.
Brewers are not in good shape. The Bucks are not in good shape. We'll see you at 10, everybody.
They'll survive.
My goodness.